to the massive attack on our forces which has taken place in the state of Chhattisgarh. Red terror, ladies and gentlemen, continues to bleed the state of Chhattisgarh. In yet another Naxal attack in Dantewada, 10 soldiers of the District Reserve Guard along with a driver were killed in an IED attack. The Naxals ambushed the DRG forces while the team was on a combing operation in the Aranpur district. Now, additional forces have been rushed to the area as the search for the attackers is underway. Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel assured swift action against Naxal operations, saying that they are on their last leg, adding that no attacker will be spared. Now, Home Minister Amit Shah also dialed the Chhattisgarh Chief Minister and assured that all aid from the centre will be delivered. Now, NSJ teams are likely to join the investigation as well.
This giant crater in the middle of the road is proof of just how deadly the Naxal attack in Chhattisgarh's Dantewada was. 10 policemen and their driver were killed when their minivan was blown up by an improvised explosive device.
बताया जाता है कि आज सुबह डीआरजी के जवान इसी इलाके के गश्त पे थे और सुबह जो है माओवादियों के साथ एक मुठभेड़ भी हुई थी, ऐसी सूचना मिल रही है। और फिलहाल जो है माओवादियों ने एक बड़े घात को अंजाम देते हुए जो है एक आईडी ब्लास्ट की है, जिसमें जवान शहीद हो गए हैं।
The policemen belonged to the District Reserve Guard. They were trained to combat Naxals and were in fact returning from an anti-Naxal operation. The team was returning in a vehicle to their headquarters when an IED planted on the road exploded.
अतिरिक्त रिइंफोर्समेंट पार्टी सीआरपीएफ डीआरजी घटनास्थल पहुंच गई है। अभी घटनास्थल से सभी शहीदों का बॉडी को इवैक्यूएशन का कार्रवाई की जा रही है। स्पॉट में सीनियर ऑफिसर्स का भी अभी पहुंच गए हैं। अभी लगातार सर्चिंग अभियान जारी है और घटनास्थल की जो निरीक्षण के पश्चात और संपूर्ण विवरण प्राप्त हो सके।
Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel vowed to continue fighting red terror.
जो ये लड़ाई है वो अंतिम दौर पे चल रहा है और नक्सलियों को किसी सूरत में छोड़ा नहीं जाएगा।
This is the second big Naxal attack in Chhattisgarh this year. In February, 3 security personnel were killed during an encounter with Naxals in Sukma district. So is it the return of red terror in Chhattisgarh?
And I'm joined by Lieutenant General Sanjay Kulkarni, former DG Infantry, on the broadcast. General Kulkarni, thank you for joining us on CNN News 18. As per your analysis, General Kulkarni, what went wrong here?
Firstly, thank you very much. I think I feel really bad having lost 10 men plus one civilian driver. There are certain things which we really need to look into it. First, of course, irrespective of the human intelligence, the technical intelligence that we have, all the kind of agencies working together, there is no denying the fact. But ultimately, it are the men who have to be very, very careful. I personally think it's complacency. Because complacency primarily because you have a district reserve guard. The district reserve guard are people from the same district who are enrolled by the Chhattisgarh police. If they're enrolled by the Chhattisgarh police, that means those locals who are in civil dress, traveling in a civil vehicle, probably inadvertently would have obviously informed people around that they are going for an operation in a particular area. The area is wooded, and therefore the means of communication, there's a single road that runs along in that particular jungle. And if they were to confine themselves to the road, then this kind of an incident can always happen. Secondly, I personally feel that this kind of a thing that is being now shown on the screen is indicative that it has not been planted just overnight or when the vehicles passed and then somebody just came and planted something. It's been there for quite some time. It had got activated at that point of time when the vehicle went over it. And that activation has led to this kind of thing. But somebody's been planting it. And thirdly, all these movements are known because after all, again, you have the District Reserve Guard. The very fact that the District Reserve Guard of the police, of this local police over there, and all others probably will be staying away and allowing these tribals who are over there, not very conversant, not very trained, but yes, familiar with the terrain, probably getting information also, and then may have had some few successes earlier. As a result, they got used. And therefore, when these people who are there, who are locals, and there are locals themselves, now these CPI Maoists are the ones who've been doing it. And now you notice that the minister also said that is confined to almost 40 kilometers by 100 kilometers. If that be so, we know that the area is limited. We know most of the incidents in Chhattisgarh, Bastar, Sukma, you have Narayanpur, Bijapur, all these districts are known that the incidents are taking place. virtually the incidents have come down. At a time when there were 140 districts affected, it's come down to 76. Now it's come down to 46. Confined, probably 90% of the incidents are taking place only in 25 districts. 95% of the casualties are caused by the CPI Maoists only. So everything is known. I think at the lowest level, very, very important for the officers and the men to work together. That's number one. Never ever follow the SOPs. There is no question of not following. If you follow the route in and the route out have to be different. Nobody must know. Even if you're local, operating from there, nobody should know what you're going to be doing. Because for us, it is very important that we need success on every count of every operation. For them, they need only one. They can cause harm to us just once and be happy that they have caused harm. For us, we have to be successful every time, irrespective whether incidents may have taken place 10 years back when we lost about 75 men, or now that we have lost so many people, or incidents which are happening over and over again at places like Sukma. I think we need to be very, very careful, vigilant. Complacency is what results in, irrespective of whatever it is, patrolling of these areas is a must. Yes, we have drones, but there are bad weather days when you probably cannot use it and not be able to know what's going on. Your vigilance, your eyes and ears, what is basically to be done in these areas which are terrorist prone must be done. And unless at any point of time, everybody saying, oh, we are going to do away with this Naxalism in the next about 5 years, or it's in his, the thing which is likely to finish. It isn't like that. The moment you know that it is about to finish, that's the time when these things occur. I think it's a lesson learned. I don't think we really need to learn lessons like this by losing lives. That's bad. We have enough intelligence. We have enough we have enough technical intelligence. We know what's operating. The number of troops have increased considerably to what it were and to what they are today. So many battalions are inducting, so many Indian Reserve battalions, you have DRG and what have you, the CRPF and Chhattisgarh Police, the District Police, the Central Forces, so many of them, synergy, everything is all there. I'm sure everything is there. But despite that, if this kind of thing is happening, is indicative of complacency. Of course, the investigations will reveal people must be, held responsible for what has happened. And it's very important. I personally feel like what we do in the army, the officers and the men have to be together. If the officers and the men are not together, then these kind of incidents can happen. They can happen with us also. We can't blame. It's very easy to blame anybody and everybody. I know the terrain is difficult. We understand what it is. But look at the kind of crater. What does it indicate? The kind of planning, the kind of explosives, the kind of knowledge, the kind of intelligence that the Naxalists had, that the vehicle is going to come back this way. They know the people are going to be in civil rest. They know the kind of vehicle that is going to see the kind of vehicle that has been destroyed. Indicative that we have to be very, very careful. This kind of a thing is not acceptable, and someone's head must roll for these kind of incidents if they have happened because of complacency.
Absolutely, heads must roll. Thank you, General Kulkarni, for sharing your perspective. And I absolutely agree with you. When this threat of red terror is on its last leg, that is the last moment where you need any complacency, and synergy between the forces is the need of the hour to ensure that our Jawans don't die in these ambushes, in these terror-prone areas in Chhattisgarh. Thank you, General Kulkarni.